Welcome, epic horror fans. JTISREBORN here, and today I got something special that came in the mail. I just opened this. Prepare to watch the greatest unboxing video of all time. I'm declaring this the greatest of all time because today I got something spectacular that came in the mail. Oh, I can't wait to open this. Universal Classic Monsters Complete 30 Film Collection. Now this thing here, the films included are Dracula, Frankenstein, The Mummy, The Invisible Man, Bride of Frankenstein, Werewolf of London, Dracula's Daughter, Son of Frankenstein, The Invisible Man Returns, The Mummy's Hand, The Invisible Woman, The Wolfman, Ghost of Frankenstein, Invisible Agent, The Mummy's Tomb, Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman, Phantom of the Opera, Son of Dracula, The Invisible Man's Revenge, The Mummy's Ghost, House of Frankenstein, The Mummy's Curse, House of Dracula, She-Wolf of London, Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, Abbott and Costello Meet the Invisible Man, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Revenge of the Creature, Abbott and Costello Meet the Mummy, and The Creature Walks Among Us. This set here also includes hours of bonus features, behind the scenes documentaries, this 1931 Spanish version of Dracula, a fantastic collector's item there. Featurettes on Bela Lugosi, Boris Karloff, Lon Chaney Jr., Jack Pierce, 13 feature commentaries, archival footage, production photographs, theatrical trailers, and much more. This is the era of horror films that got me into horror. This is my cup of tea when it comes to horror. This is my favorite stuff. I just got this online. It's probably going to run for like 200 bucks. I got it for like 90. So let's open this up. I got my really sharp knife here. Let's be really delicate. And this is going to be, like I said, aren't you not amazed already by this unboxing video? The greatest you've ever seen. I'm trying to be very delicate. Oh, look at this thing. It looks beautiful already. Oh. Alright, so it comes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 DVDs. You can see them right there. It also comes with a booklet. So let's go ahead and slide this open. Oh, but I want to make sure the order's in proper place. Okay. Well, I can figure out the order. Dracula, Frankenstein, The Wolfman, The Mummy, Invisible Man, Creature from the Black Lagoon, and Phantom of the Opera. So this is the first thing that comes here. Whoa. The original House of Horror. So this is the booklet right here. Wow, it's got like a ton of stuff right there. I'm trying to get it to where you can all see it. There we go. Look at all that stuff. I'm just going to show you most of it already. It goes over each film, I think. Incredible. Well done. Then we got the first set of DVDs, Dracula the Legacy Collection. Let's take a look at this. All 6 films from the original legacy of the original Dracula include Dracula 1931, Dracula's Daughter, Son of Dracula, House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula, and Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. Oh, so those are on the Dracula set. It also includes the Spanish version, Lugosi, The Dark Prince, The Road to Dracula documentary, alternate Dracula score by Philip Glass. That's the one on the... Oh, they got that in there too. Universal Horror documentary, Abbott and Costello Meet the Monsters, 3 feature commentaries, production photographs, and theatrical trailers. Let's see how the discs are. Oh, thank God. Oh, they got the Spanish version on the last set. Look at this. Oh, it even comes with... Oh, the Legacy collections? I think these are pretty much the same DVDs, but look at that. The DVDs come like this. They're not stacked or anything. Good packaging. Some people complain that it's not Blu-ray, but me personally. So disc 1 is just Dracula. The second disc is Dracula's Daughter, Son of Dracula, and House of Frankenstein. Then we got House of Dracula on this one and Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. Then we got Dracula's Spanish version on its own special discs. Yeah, this looks nice right here. Let's move on to the next one. So, stack Dracula right here. Universal House of Horror. Next, we have Frankenstein, Complete Legacy Collection. All 8 films from the original legacy. Boom. Wait, this has House of Dracula. Are there 2 copies of Yes. It includes... Wow. So you get the movie multiple times. You get... On both discs, actually. That's kind of neat. So, this has all the Frankenstein movies and Dracula movies, but it has multiple copies of the same movie. So, but I mean, these are the individual discs which they release. So that's actually a cool thing I like. So this one includes Frankenstein, The Bride of Frankenstein, Son of Frankenstein, Ghost of Frankenstein, Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman, House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula, and Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. Now, House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula, and Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein are also on the Dracula discs. So that's a neat piece of information that I actually didn't expect. So we got some bonus features here. The Frankenstein Files, How Hollywood Made a Monster Documentary. She's Alive, Creating the Bride of Frankenstein Documentary. Karloff, The Gentle Monster. Frankenstein's Archives, The Bride of Frankenstein Archives. Boo! A short film. Abbott and Costello Meet the Monsters. 4 feature commentaries, production photographs, theatrical trailers. So disc 1, Frankenstein. This thing, the pamphlet's the same thing as the one that I showed you in the Dracula. So disc 1, Frankenstein. Disc 2, The Bride of Frankenstein, Son of Frankenstein. Disc 3, The Ghost of Frankenstein, Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman, and House of Frankenstein. Then the final disc, House of Dracula and Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. So, once again, I was actually very surprised they included both things, but that's pretty good. So, in case one copy doesn't work on one disc, you have a ton of other discs to go by. Okay. Next, we have the Wolfman collection from 1935 to 1948. You can see that right there. Oh, by the way, I feel like showing you this. This is the front of this one. That's the back of what it looks like. Dracula, same thing. Right there. Didn't I tell you this was going to be an amazing unboxing video? I'm telling you everything that's on these. So we got the Wolfman Legacy Collection. All 7 films of the legacy of the original Wolfman. So this one includes the Wolfman, Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman, House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula, Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, Werewolf of London, and She-Wolf of London. Those 2 are new. Like I said, Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman, House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula, and Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. Same movies that are on the other discs, but honestly, these discs are also meant to be as like their own featured things. So I don't mind that. So bonus features, we have Monster by Moonlight documentary, The Wolfman from Ancient Curse to Modern Myth, Pure in Heart, The Life and Legacy of Lon Chaney Jr., He Who Made the Monsters, The Life and Art of Jack Pierce. Jack Pierce, the guy who did the makeup. The Wolfman Archives, Abbott and Costello Meet the Monsters, 2 feature commentaries, production photographs, and theatrical trailers. Okay. Disc 1 is just the Wolfman. Disc 2 is Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman and House of Frankenstein. Disc 3 is House of Dracula and Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. So you got plenty of copies in the movie. Werewolf of London and She-Wolf of London are together on the final set. So that's kind of interesting that they actually included them all. So the Wolfman, Dracula, and Frankenstein have a lot of the similar movies, but like the original, some films aren't on the other discs, but some are. So next we have in the set the Mummy collection. Now these Mummy movies are actually, from what I hear, they're actually pretty short. Some of them. I've seen some of them. I've seen the original. I have it on the VHS. In fact, I just want to show some of my tapes while I'm here. I know this is an unboxing, but these tapes are what got me into this stuff in the first place. I figured, what the hell? Like I said, greatest unboxing video of all time. This is how I got introduced to them. So you got the classic VHS tapes, Dracula, Creature from the Black Lagoon. I now have all these on DVD. The Mummy is one right there. I love the cover on these tapes. Wolfman, Invisible Man, Frankenstein Meets Wolfman. So we got all those here. I'm going to set these down over here. So, back to the unboxing of the Mummy. So, all 6 films from the legacy of the original Mummy. I could read you the back, but yeah, I might read you that afterwards. So, the films included are The Mummy, The Mummy's Hand, The Mummy's Tomb, The Mummy's Ghost, The Mummy's Curse, and Abbott and Costello Meet the Mummy. Bonus features, we have Mummy, Dearest to Horror Tradition, Unearthed Documentary, He Who Made the Monsters, Life and Art of Jack Pierce, same thing, Unraveling the Legacy of the Mummy Archives, 2 feature commentaries, and theatrical trailers. So, disc 1, we have just the Mummy, same inside cover stuff. We got the Mummy's Hand on disc 2 and the Mummy's Tomb as well on disc. There's only 3 discs for this one. The final disc is the Mummy's Ghost, Mummy's Curse, Abbott and Costello Meet the Mummy. So there you have the Mummy collection. Ooh, fantastic. You got the wraps right there. Boris Karloff, by the way, the man. Fucking cool. Alright, next we have the Invisible Man Complete Legacy Collection. There we have Claude Rains right there as the Invisible Man. All 6 films from the legacy of the original Invisible Man. Includes The Invisible Man Returns, The Invisible Woman, Invisible Agent, Invisible Man's Revenge, Abbott and Costello Meet the Invisible Man. Bonus features, Now You See Him, The Invisible Man Revealed, feature commentary with film historian Rudy Belmar, production photographs, and theatrical trailers. Yeah, I love the original Invisible Man. It's extremely funny. In like some aspects, it's like actual comedy. So once again, the same thing right there. Disc 1 is just the Invisible Man by itself. Disc 2, we got The Invisible Man Returns, The Invisible Woman, Invisible Agent, and the final disc, Disc 3, Invisible Man's Revenge, and Abbott and Costello Meet the Invisible Man. Alright, so you got that there. Moving on. Yeah, there's 30 films in here, people, and some of them multiple times. Next we have, fantastic looking cover art here. We got Creature from the Black Lagoon Complete Legacy Collection. Now, I can't remember if these look similar to the Legacy DVDs, but I think there's some new things on here. So we got all three films from the all three films from the legacy of the original Creature from the Black Lagoon. Includes Creature from the Black Lagoon, Revenge of the Creature, and The Creature Walks Among Us. All three films. So bonus features, we have Back to the Black Lagoon documentary, 3 feature commentaries, production photographs, theatrical trailers. Creature from the Black Lagoon, another great horror film there. Yeah, I got the Gill Man, classic monsters here, and they have the flip disc here, but there's only 2 discs for this one. They also have the flip disc there, but nothing there. So disc 1 is just the Creature from the Black Lagoon, the original film itself. Disc 2 is Revenge of the Creature and The Creature Walks Among Us. Boom. And the final disc is just the Phantom of the Opera. Ooh, it's the colored version. This one is not the Lon Chaney Sr. one. This one is the one starring Claude Rains. Okay, I like Claude Rains. This one is in color. This one's a little different. So this one just includes the Phantom of the Opera. I wish they would have thrown in, the Lon Chaney. Or is one? Yeah, I think that's the one. Yeah. So this one here, bonus features The Opera Ghost, The Phantom Unmasked, feature commentary with film historian Scott McQueen, production photographs, and theatrical trailer. And this is what the inside of the box looks like. Nothing there. You got the whole view of the box there. The back reads, from the era of silent movies through present day, Universal Pictures has been regarded as the home of the monsters. Universal Classic Monsters Complete 30-Film Collection showcases all of the original films, featuring the most iconic monsters in motion picture history, including Dracula, Frankenstein, the Mummy, The Invisible Man, The Bride of Frankenstein, The Wolf Man, Phantom of the Opera, and The Creature from the Black Lagoon, starring some of the most legendary actors, including Bela Lugosi, Boris Karloff, Lon Chaney Jr., Claude Rains, and Elsa Lanchester, and the roles that they made famous. These films set the standard for new horror genre with revolutionary makeup, mood-altering cinematography, and groundbreaking special effects. Featuring hours of revealing bonus features, these landmark movies define the horror genre and are still regarded as some of the most unforgettable characters ever to be filmed. Wow. This is a collection. Now, it's not all the movies that were on the original VHS collection. These are just the Universal monsters themselves, because I think movies included on those tapes are like the Black Cat Net. So I hope Universal releases a second set like this, similar to this, but include the extra films, the films that didn't make the set. But as far as owning all the Universal monster films, which is 30 movies, 30 people, this is a great set right here. Yeah, just look at this, man. I cannot wait to watch these. The booklet looks cool. Surprised Phantom of the Opera just has this one. I still think they could have included one more. But, oh well. It's a great set right here. Do I have time? Yeah, I guess I could read you the back on these just to showcase everything about this. An original Universal Classic monster. So I'll start with the Phantom of the Opera. I'll go through all of them, and then we'll wrap this up. Universal is relaunched. I know why Universal released this, because they want to get the word out, because they're relaunching. They're doing an Avengers-style thing, because when you think about it, the first studio to cross over their films was Universal in their monster movies. Like the first big franchise. Like they combined all these films and boom, box office dollars. It's genius. So let's read this. We'll go all the way back up to Dracula, kind of going in reverse here, but indeed. So the Phantom of the Opera is one of the silver screen's most unforgettable characters, and along with the other Universal Classic monsters, defined the Hollywood horror genre based upon the novel by Gaston Leroux, however you say it. Phantom of the Opera stars Claude Rains, great actor by the way, as the masked Phantom of the Paris Opera House. Following a tragic accident that leaves him disfigured, crazed composer Eric Claudin transforms into a masked phantom who schemes to make beautiful young soprano Christine Dubois, Susanna Foster, the star of the opera, and wreak revenge on those who stole his music. A heroic baritone, Nelson Eddy, tries to win the affections of Christine as he tracks down the disfigured monster who has begun murdering those who resist his mad demands. Inspired by the original 1925 silent version, which is the one not included, this lavish Technicolor production remains one of the most unforgettable adaptations ever filmed. Alright, fan of the opera's going right in there. Creature from the Black Lagoon set, so you can look at the Gill Man. The original Creature from the Black Lagoon is one of the silver screen's most unforgettable characters, and along with the other Universal classic monsters, defined Hollywood horror genre. The Creature from the Black Lagoon Complete Legacy and Collection includes all 3 films from the original legacy, including the gripping classics and the sequels that followed. These landmark motion pictures perfectly blended Universal's classic monster heritage with the science fiction explosion of the 1950s and continue to inspire remakes and adaptations that strengthen the legend of the Creature from the Black Lagoon to this day. Yeah, I think they're going to remake Creature from the Black Lagoon. I love the design of the Gill Man, by the way. Invisible Man. The original Invisible Man is one of the silver screen's most unforgettable characters, and along with the other Universal classic monsters, define the Hollywood horror genre. The Invisible Man Complete Legacy Collection includes all 6 films from the original legacy, including the chilling classic starring Claude Rains and the timeless films that followed. These landmark motion pictures featured groundbreaking special effects and continue to inspire countless remakes and adaptations that strengthen the legend of the Invisible Man to this day. Boom. I think Vincent Price is in one of those. I don't know, it's been so long since I've seen some of these, because I don't own all of them on VHS or DVD. This is the first time I've gotten these on DVD. Now, The Mummy. The original Mummy is one of the silver screen's most unforgettable characters, and along with the other Universal classic monsters, define the Hollywood horror genre. The Mummy Complete Legacy Collection includes all 6 films from the original legacy, including the terrifying classic starring Boris Karloff and the timeless films that followed. These landmark motion pictures define the iconic look of the ancient Egyptian monster and continue to inspire countless remakes and adaptations that strengthen the legend of the Mummy to this day. Basically the same thing written out the other ones, just put in the Mummy's name. The Wolfman. The original Wolfman is one of the silver screen's most unforgettable characters, and along with the other Universal classic monsters, define the Hollywood horror genre. The Wolfman Complete Legacy Collection includes all 7 films from original legacy, including the eerie classics starring Lon Chaney Jr. and the timeless films that followed. These landmark motion pictures define the iconic look of the tragic monster and continue to inspire countless remakes and adaptations that strengthen the legend of the Wolfman to this day. Wolfman, arguably my favorite of these in this set. Frankenstein. I'm sorry for that. Like I said, you get what you get with this video. Next. The original Frankenstein is one of the silver screen's most unforgettable characters, and along with the other Universal classic monsters, define the Hollywood horror genre. It sounds like I'm repeating myself, doesn't it? Frankenstein Complete Legacy Collection includes all 8 films from the original legacy, including the tragic classic starring Boris Karloff and the timeless films that followed. These landmark motion pictures define the iconic look of Henry Frankenstein's monster and his bride, and continue to inspire countless remakes and adaptations that strengthen the legend of Frankenstein to this day. Boom. Frankenstein. Last we have Dracula, and then, can't remember. Oh, look at that. They got the classic Universal logo there. I love it. Finally, we get to Dracula. The original Dracula is one of the silver screen's most unforgettable characters, along with the other Universal classic monsters, define the Hollywood horror genre. It's like they copied and pasted and just changed a few words. Dracula Complete Legacy Collection includes all 6 films from the original legacy, including the frightening classic starring Bela Lugosi and the timeless films that followed. These landmark motion pictures define the iconic look of the famed vampire and continue to inspire countless remakes and adaptations that strengthen the legend of Dracula to this day. Boom. And we got this booklet here. They go over James Whale, different people, got some cool posters in there. And they have all the films listed in order at the end there, just so y'all can take a look. Overall, this set here, I have to watch the movies, but I've got multiple copies of the movies now. But I got these legacy collections here. Yeah, Universal, I know why they released this. They released it because fans have always wanted a box set containing them all. I mean, if you had the legacy collections, I think you could just get the other stuff on DVD and just be fine. But this set here, fantastic. I couldn't recommend it anymore for those of you who don't have anything. The price tag might throw some people off, but like I said, I got it like 70% off, so off Amazon. I think it's like $99 total. I think it's $192 now. But me, that's why you buy in advance. That's why you pre-order things and get them as cheap as you can. So I can't wait to watch these films. I hope you enjoy the greatest unboxing video of all time. Kind of stroking my own ego there. But yeah, so this set is incredible. Epic Horror fans, if you need to know anything more about the set, just leave a question below in the comments. And yeah, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I hope to hear from you all soon in the comments down below. And yeah, it's time for me to start watching some Universal Classic Monsters Complete Collection. Thank you for watching, everybody. Better put this in frame right there. That's better. Thank you for watching, everybody. Talk to you all soon. Have a great day. And it's almost time for Halloween. Perfect time to watch these. Okay, goodbye. But wait a minute. Just want to bring something up one last time before we go. So, I just want to just get this out in the open. This is kind of just like the extended stuff, whatever the hell. So anyways, so Universal is relaunching their classic horror franchise. They're starting with The Mummy in, I think, 2016. And then from then on, they're going to make their Avengers-style like crossovers. So, I also want you all to talk about that in the comments if you get a chance. Because that right there sounds fantastic. Because it feels like the monsters are starting to make a comeback. I mean, we got the abundance of superhero movies nowadays. Like a year or two ago, we had the abundance of like Exorcist movies. I think it's time to get Universal horror films their due and bring those back. Because I love you can never go wrong with the classics. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I really can't wait. But yeah, I wonder what they're gonna do. Dracula Untold is another one that's coming out in October, but we're also gonna do that in Epic Horror Fans. But that's not a part of this set. Like the Universal's relaunching, from what I heard. But you know, I can't wait. You can just feel my excitement. I just want to go see those movies right away. All right, I've wasted your time long enough. So I'm out of here for real this time. Take care now. Bye bye then.